Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Dobbins is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens Ravens are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns, Charles. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 79 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Again, Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Devin Duvernay came into the NFL with a reputation of being a playmaker, and he lived up to it in 2021. All-pro return man, led the league in punt return average. Baltimore wants to get that explosiveness more involved in their offense, and here it nets them a first down. Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually...
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight? No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that. Excellent job.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already...
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Getting caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Russell Wilson, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Aaron Rodgers, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. And finally, on Monday Night Football, two old rivals in the AFC West, the Raiders, the Chiefs from Arrowhead. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, We haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens will take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 69 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they blew.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's a give to Dobbins. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff for Dobbins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And this time he is in. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, it's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to